lived in the mountains, ganun?
Well, while I do agree that I did that literally, it is not the living, it's not the physicality of it, but it's the ideology.
The Marxist,
Mm.
the Marxist
It's the
ideas,
ideology
etc.
that the world is not fair.
Tell me about it. How come you fell in love with that thinking?
Why? Because I knew and I knew it for a fact that a lot of people were being taken advantage or were not given what they deserve to have. And the government wasn't of any help at all.
Did you see that for yourself, or
Of course.
were you brainwashed to think of it? I mean, looking back, like
No. I see the point. I see the context. But I'm sorry to disappoint you. But I think I hate to use the word intelligent, but I would rather say I was schooled enough to understand that I am not a brainwashed person. I mean, I chose it. It was my will.
tell me nga, let, sorry ngayon lang kita, but why did you become an activist? What was really the draw? And considering your parents did not like it?
Definitely, it was so clear. But it was my choice.
Or from the very beginning?
Yeah.
How did you get into it?
I got into it because remember, that was Marcos' time and there was so much disparity between the rich and the poor.
You were in Baguio.
So what? So what? Injustice was everywhere.
Okay.
You see?
What's happening in Baguio? What did you see there?
The miners, the car truckers, and things like that. Even the urban poor and, the less privileged. Yun.
Tapos someone invited you?
No, being a part of that organization.
Organization.
Kabataang Makabayan.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Whose main agenda is to educate the poor, educate the less privileged and the underprivileged and whatever you have it. That was already enough for me to leave school.
You left school?
Of course, I left it for 3 years. I would have graduated in 72, but I graduated in 76.
Okay. What year were you at?
Come again?
What you were in college?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I was in college when I joined the progressive movement.
Okay. What year were you na? First year, second year?
First year. It's
First
late,
year.
late freshman.
Intense ka. Okay.
There, mulat na ako.
But you had high school in Baguio.
It has always been Baguio.
Yeah. You were scholar daw, sabi ni Papa.
Yes. I was an entrance scholar by virtue of my being in the top 5 of the graduating students.
Of elementary.
High school.
One more time. Why were you a scholar in high school?
I wasn't a scholar in high school.
Okay.
I earned it.
Ba't ka Baguio ng high school?
Because I wanted to make my opportunities more open.
Everyone else did Naguilian.
No, that's exactly the reason.
Okay.
I was more flighty. I was more ambitious. Having seen all of my older brothers and sisters, I don't want to be bariotic all my life. Are you crazy? I had more dreams than they did. That's why I'm the only one who graduated from UP.
Oh,
Yes.
si Auntie Vivian.
No, St. Louis yan eh. Yeah.
Bakit?
Kami ni na Auntie Florence mo, ni Uncle Jerry mo.
Mas sikat ba ang UP than SLC?
Hello? No ka ba? Creme de la creme ang isip ng mga tao pag sinabi mong UPian ka. There's already the inherent air that people attach to it.
You're the best of the best.
Yes. I'm not saying I am,
I thought you were.
I never had that in mind. But I passed the UCAT, which was stringent. You see?
Okay.
So that was an affirmation enough of my dream to have the best education I could.
Okay, so first year in college, progressive, nag-join
No,
ka
no,
agad.
no. In my first semester, remember that when you're in college, semestral. In my first year of college, if you reach a certain general weighted average, you become a scholar and this redounds to a reduction of your tuition. And and that was one reason, one compelling reason. I wanted to do well so that my parents wouldn't be financially burdened. So there you go. I did. But along the way, of course, I have my friends and
Who did you hang out with ba at
plenty. We do the rounds of the drinking, the watering hole. I attended discussion group. I read literature and got convinced that the best way to help my target population of urban poor and underprivileged, that progressive movement was the answer. So I became.
what did the impact of being part of that group and really going full blast into it?
What do you mean?
What is the impact?
I'm
into
being
your
true to what
character?
I want.
Talaga? Because you get stripped off of the,
No, to me, I think it's a matter of choice. It's a matter of choice because the movement naman will not force you.
No. I'm saying, okay, given you that background on activism and that one, how does that help explain who you are now?
Ooh, that I cannot stand. Precisely, you see. The basic philosophy of, let's just generally say communism, is to be fair. Perfectly suited my vision in life. That I don't want to be a perpetuator of injustice, and whoever has received injustice should be given fair, knowledge of how to get out of it, or how they could help, how they could get help. No, that's easier said, but that's a difficult thing to.
But did you personally experience
No.
injustice, or did you understand that concept from a parang intellectual level? And you just absorb
Well,
it?
if you say intellectual level,
Cerebral level.
you're sort of implying that this is simply theoretical or conceptual. No, because I saw with my own eyes how through the facts that are presented before me, so many workers were not being paid properly. They were not given the proper, aside from low pay, they're not given the support like, the health, the things. And poverty was so prevalent at that time. So, you only have to open your eyes to see. But your eyes may be open if your consciousness is not open. Then it would have been.
So, Uncle, you were first year college. What did you
So?
know about life? How come it has struck a deep chord in you?
Because I don't like injustice. I don't like being taken advantage of if I were in their position. Nor if I were the part of the rich, I wouldn't want to take advantage of them. So it's a very social thing.
Okay. Very UP thing. What did you what made you go all the way to being in the mountains and all the way to being
Well, that's the far end of
lifting parang
that's the far end of the spectrum.
climbing the organization.
That's the apex of the.
What was happening with you? 3 years ka nang nandun?
The 3 years that I lost was in Camp Crame because I was detained.
Ano nga yung detained?
3 years nga.
3 years kang detained?
Correct.
3 years? That's a long time. Okay.
It is. But I didn't care. As a matter of fact, I was convinced that even the educational system was a tool of the imperialists, that etc., all the isms and
What did you do for 3 years?
nothing, cheat and sleep.
Sanay ka.
No, I was incarcerated. What can you do inside the incarceration?
You were like in a prison cell?
What is camp? Yes. The answer is yes. We were in a prison cell. So what can you do? See, you either lose it, you see. You lose yourself and succumb to the system, or hold your pride and linger on the idealism. And that's what I chose.
How did you survive day to day?
Nothing. How did I survive?
How did you not go crazy? How did you not lose it? What did you hold
I
on
didn't
to?
lose. I didn't lose the. How would I put it? I didn't waver in my commitment to the ideology and to the concept that I have to be alive to be able to be a prophet.
Which brings you to your hospital bed.
No, the hospital bed was.
No. It's basically the same thing. You wanted to live.
I wanted to live to continue with the idealism.
But why did you not?
I did. Up to this day, that's the philosophy. That I will not tolerate injustice.
Okay, how?
Whatever little things. It depends on the. It depends on the situation. Okay? It depends on the situation that requires your judgment that there is injustice, and something has to be done. Yeah. I don't want to generalize things.
Okay. Well, let me just understand you. Kasi nga you're of the siblings, ikaw yung weird. Weird in a sense na unconventional.
No, I think the more politically correct
Word.
adjective
Yes.
is I am different.
Weirdly different.
Yeah.
Outspoken, yet very grounded.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
With a touch of wisdom here and there when it matters.
Mm-hmm.
Di ba? Parang, saan galing to? How do you make a Rey Rimando?
You know, it's to me, parang there's nothing mysterious about how Rey Rimando ended up like this, because it's his living the life he liked, the life he chose, and did not give up on it. You see, that made him who he is and what he is today.
Did your years in activism, including your years in incarceration, lead you to parang not yung ganyan in your teaching career? Parang you're okay na. No? Yung perspective mo, you don't want as much as possible hanging on to power, you're very chill about you made you designed your life so that you're incorruptible in a way because your overhead is low.
I don't like the word overhead because that's very business, but that's very business-like, and that's precisely what I went against. You see, imperialism, feudalism, and all those isms. It's because of that particular concept which I detest. To the present, today, no, I cannot. So, it's in every day has a lesson to be learned, if you're willing to. You see, so that made, of course, the authorities have coined or have interpreted that term to suit their own needs. Consider the communists or socialists or the activists enemies of the state, or they're not good people. I'm sorry, but I beg to disagree. I beg to disagree. It's just it's just to propagate themselves, because our political system is so ruled by interest-laden groups and individuals.
And it's a system that we've been at for a long time.
Yes,
So
and
parang so
and
ingrained.
unless people wakes up to do what they can on their own to eliminate this, then this country will always be, unfortunately, be. I don't know.
Also, how come, did you ever entertain parang changing society via the system? Meaning,
Mm,
Be in a
well,
certain
in the
level.
greater part, in the earlier greater part of my life, never. I was convinced that an armed revolution was the only solution to change people's thinking and social. But of course, since obviously that did not happen, although there is still an NPA, a CPP NPA still real, I believe that the system has persisted to be the oppressive, I call it oppressive regime, then to present. Because people have not taken their share
oh,
to change a government, or to be able to come up with a system more suited to being fair to everybody.
and given that perspective,
So,
how did you see yourself contributing or not to a change world that you want?
well, let me put it this way. To begin with, that progressive thinking was what I would like to believe has been inherited by my son.
You
Yes.
multiplied yourself.
Right.
How did you know? How do you know na?
Oh, well, there were several instances.
Okay.
And one is they have never taken advantage of it. I know that for a fact. One was tempted even to join the progressive movement. Remember, all of my boys went to Diliman. And I wouldn't want to say that being a European is equated, or, yeah. No, it's just that the campus, the system of UP education is so tolerant enough to accept any point of view that you have. You can be even anti-communist. Or it's an open arena of ideas, and it's up for you to choose which stream you would want to go to. And I could confidently say they chose the same, and practically the same stream which I did.
Such that, like, how do you...
That's that although they did not officially become members of progressive group, they were.
in their mindset?
Yeah. Oh no, they even attended their own sessions.
Baka, did that come from curiosity because that's what you went through?
You were already in college. You're an adult. You're not anymore in high school. So I would like to respect I'd like to believe it's an expression of their own interpretation of life.
Did they tell you about it? Did they ask you permission? Did they...
Yes. Yes. And I said, it's your choice. But I said, this is not anymore the time to go up the mountain.
Because violence or revolution is no longer...
No, I beg to disagree. I see it still.
Why not revolution? You want cleansing?
Yeah. Because for as long as the democracy that we enjoy, quote unquote, is interpreted by oligarchs or interest-laden groups, it is almost crystal clear to expect, unfairness will prevail. So I hold on to the idea that maybe to a little less degree, I still believe that revolution
The EDSA kind?
is the end and
online
be
kind.
it all.
Huh?
Yeah, it's the extreme sacrifice.
In what form now? I mean, given the times we're in, what kind would...
Well, to begin with, being open enough to progressive ideas was the beginning option. But taking up arms to me at this point in time, I'm now a little bit more selfish. I admit that I don't want my children and my grandchildren to be hurt.
physically hurt and
Yeah,
harmed?
because you will be.
Na ano ka ba? Nabatuta ka yung mga ganun?
Ay, sus ka. Ano ka ba naman? That's a matter of fact. Especially in our time, being the police were very...
Here, sa Baguio kayo? Or sa...
Even in Manila.
Ano kayo? Yung mga
Nagrarally.
nag-rally?
Yeah.
May mga ganun.
Yes. Yeah.
You were a leader.
Yes. Yes, ma'am. And I'm proud of it.
You said before na parang, was it Lolo who called you here? Sa Barambang, and then he cried and asked you to leave, yun ba yun?
Yes. Yes.
That's the one that made you give up.
It didn't deter me. It might have lessened the fervor, but it didn't deter me. Because that was the expression of your grandpa, that he values education as a stepping stone to all things. Life should be better and more comfortable. So I did promise him. That's why
You went.
remember I said earlier I didn't even want to go back to school and finish my degree. But since it was his request, I succumbed to the filial thing. So I told him, okay, is that all that you want? Yeah. You can do what you want. You can even have several children from different mothers and I will take care of all of them.
Sabi niyo.
Yes, that's what my dad said. Just give me that goddamn sheepskin.
Okay.
I guess he's a teacher, remember? So I guess to him it matters that the sheepskin is a proof of yours. Yeah, I don't know what but it was easy for me. Because I didn't lose naman my interest in the academe. Remember, although humility aside, being a math major and a physics major was not an easy thing.
Wait, you're math and physics?
Yes, I was double major.
Okay ka din ah.
Oh, so parang he just wanted to prove to himself, hey, I have a bright son.
Give it to him.
And I gave it to him. Okay, Dad, here's the sheepskin. Here's your proof that you want.
And then after you graduated.
Then after that, I went on to live my life.
Okay.
But I ended up being a teacher after all.
Yeah, how? Why?
Okay. It was easy. It was an easy choice. Because I had no choice.
Huh?
Yeah. After graduation, the dean,
Of UP?
yeah,
Baguio.
UP College Baguio, said, oh, what are your intentions? And she really always, with all sincerity and love, treated me like her own child.
Why?
I don't know.
Lovable ka.
Despite me joining the rally, get out of your office, be kicked out.
Okay.
You know, all of those drama. But that's how magnanimous she was. She did not look at those things. I don't know, maybe it's the motherly instinct that she saw in me. So what are your intentions, Ray? You give it a try because you don't need to go through the difficult process of getting a job or getting a position here in UP. I want you to teach. I want you to, right after graduation, and I did. And I found it nice and never left.
What was it about teaching ba?
I don't know what
What draws you to it?
maybe it's my idolatry to my father. Because I did respect my father.
He's a good
And
father.
oh, very.
Annalyn! Oh,
Why?
Papa is calling. Baka gusto niyang tumayo.
Where's Annalyn?
Andre, can you find Annalyn? Baka gusto na ni Papang tumayo. Oh,
So ganun.
and then,
And so this is it.
you never left.
Left what?
Teaching, the profession.
No, I never. I got caught in that saying, or I did find it very, very. Give me those adjectives. You're the ones who are good on it. I found it very, in a positive way, very, very inviting, very challenging at the same time.
Did you like the intellectual calisthenics of it? Or
In a way, yeah, but it's, I think, again, very little of that, but the more of it is being able to be a party to the changing of minds of young people. Remember that I'm not in a very easy discipline. A lot of people hate math and physics. But showing them the role that math plays in a good life or in a very effective life gave me the push or give me the kick.
oh, so you didn't have to be part of, let's say, to be in power.
No. That's precisely what I'm saying. Because if you were in power, then you will become administrative rather than. It's a different level. You know, being administrative, you will be dealing with colleagues, not with students.
This one's direct.
Yes. And I found extreme pleasure and satisfaction in doing so. To the point that it really didn't bother me to be called the terror of the century.
Kaya nga.
No, it didn't bother me because I was doing what I thought, or what I still, I'm convinced, is right. Why should I pass you when, according to the standards of the discipline, you're not capable of it? So, it may be negative, but it is my way of saying, hey, accept it, kid.
You failed.
You need to know more of the skill that this discipline offers, so that your life will be better. So I cannot pass you. I cannot in conscience pass. So in my 38, almost 40 years of teaching, my grade was never bought. Okay?
And there
Or-
were attempts. There were attempts.
Oh, there were, of course.
In what form?
What?
In what
Oh,
form?
parents and the kids would even come all the way here while I was on vacation, just to beg that their son be passed. Of course, I denied.
Pusong bato.
Yeah, I was. I drank. I was convivial to a lot of students. As a matter of fact, that's why I had student barcadas and everything. But they were all very definite that it was just a drinking session. It was not a stepping stone to a grade. And they knew that. And that, I think for that I earned their respect. even today. That they cannot forget that even today. I have been strict to the point of even failing you if you really don't meet the...
Okay, got it. Yung uncle, because I'm not a math major, but like for example, how do you conceptually, at least, parang what makes math difficult na so many would have to take your course more than once to get the concept? Is it lack of discipline? Is it
No.
is it intellectual ability? Is it lifestyle? Is it attitude?
No, I would
What is
say
it?
it is the miseducation from the very start.
Hmm.
So it was the wrong... I'm not sure. But no, anyway, what I'm saying is, the problem started even when they were not in my classroom. It started when they were in elementary, and that's how they were. That's how
Meaning
math was presented.
They were not thinking critically.
No, because it was. They thought that math and physics, or wala pa namang history. Math would be just a rote thing. It's not a thinking game. Unfortunately, it is.
And that's what you wanted to impose on them.
Right.
too.
So, pagdating mo dun, edi sablay ka talaga.
So you have to step up. Yun yung game mo. You kids
Yeah.
have to step up.
Yeah. There are minimum requirements that you have to meet. You have to meet the requirements to get a grade. Yeah.
Were you a good father?
I would like to believe I was.
Why?
My God, they alone would be the...
How were you different from your father?
Well, in that sense, my father was a better father.
Bakit?
Mas pasensyoso.
You easily lose your cool.
And, in a way, sort of imposing some standards. But, remember, parenthood is a thing, an individual thing that cannot be written by rules. It's different for each couple or for each family.
Are they a better version of you?
I hope so.
Did you prepare them enough to
Oh, that I can
live a full life?
that I conclusively can answer yes.
Bakit?
No doubt.
Bakit nga?
Oh, I tolerated all of their kalokohan. and even bankrolled them for that, for doing bad.
What did you do?
Well, see, each one is an individual and I respected their individuality.
You're unconventional na father in that sense. No?
I wouldn't say that.
Anong ginawa mo? Anong mga kalokohan nila?
Marami, but, okay. Sige.
Marami ka dyan? Ano nga?
Katulad ng pagkikipagbarkada, pagka-cut classes, pag-iinom, and etc. And the best proof is Jacob. Even before he could graduate, he already impregnated Kate.
And you were in full support.
Do I have a choice? That's what you mean by unconditional love.
Were you surprised?
No, not at all. No drama.
No drama.
Nothing at all. I just said, this can happen, it has happened, but it should not stop you from finishing your degree.
Okay, if your dad's main goal in life is to put everyone in school, what was yours in terms of parenthood? What did you ask from them?
That's a minimum requirement, that you have to be in school and you have to try and get a degree.
That's it. Did you kasi that was the formula of Lolo.
Yeah.
Give me your your diploma, that's it. Give me something that you finished school. And that was it. Ikaw, that was the minimum. Did you add more?
Eventually, I didn't. I suppressed whatever I wanted more. Because they were starting to frame up their own life.
Okay.
It may not be to my own design or to my concept, but that's there. I realize it's their life.
Mm.
So you go ahead.
Aba, so you had to hold off imposing what you want.
Yes, because I didn't want to impose on anything.
But
Even in their choice of career, I never impart. I
and their
never.
partners.
Huh?
And their partners. Did you have a say in their partners?
No, that's your choice. I'm not the one I'm not the one who's going to sleep in bed with you.
Okay.
Well, what business is that?
Yeah, yun na nga. But parang before they became adults, before they made their life choices, parang were you able to train them,
Oo naman, siyempre.
prepare them?
Oo naman.
Life will be difficult. You have to...
No, that's for them to realize. As a matter of fact, I tried nga to buffer up or to lessen the harsh experience you need to undergo to be able to come up with your own life dream
Like what?
with material things. But you have to make a choice because it's your life.
Oh, going back to your life na. Bakit ka nga ganyan? Given what you said about your
Because that's how my parents.
parents,
Because that's how my parents brought me up.
your adventurism in school, your health adventures.
That's what exactly your grandpa and grandma did. They never minded what I do. They never stopped me. It was only because of personal concern that they didn't want me to linger in the mountain.
Ah,
It's simply very, very. It's simply very, very simple. We do what you heard. Period.
period.
Which is very understandable for any parent. So yun lang.
Do you think that kind of parenting will work up to now? Given yung, kikita mo yung mga apo mo, and everything.
Why not? Being tolerant and understanding of other person's desire for themselves. To me is the least or the minimum requirement for these persons to be able to find their own life. So why should I impose on my values?
Oh, wait lang. Were your parents tolerant of you only and they had a different standards for the other siblings? Because you also have a strong personality. Did you parang railroad them into just letting you be?
I don't think,
And the
I
other
don't.
siblings naman, yeah.
I don't. To begin with, I don't like the word railroad because that word would assume a deliberate design for them to accede to what I want. No, I respected them too much, but they know that I was a mind of my own early on.
So there's a mutual respect.
Yes,
Ganun.
yes.
Did you feel special as a
My God, your parents were more special. Of course.
papa?
Yes.
Because you got sick.
Uncle Tony, Auntie Lilia, Uncle Tony, and your dad, Cesar. Well, to a little and lesser extent to Sergio.
Sir.
We're all the special. They were the special kids. They were the pampered kids. Yes.
Di ba kayo nga ang pampered because
Of course
kayo
not.
yung bata?
Because they chose their education to be in Manila, they practically used up all of the ones in the coffer.
Yes, yeah.
That's why when it was our time already, starting with Florence, Jerry, Ray, Elsa, and Vivian,
Baguio.
we were all in Baguio. We had to cook for our own. You see, your parents and their group was the pampered lot because everything was given to them. Colegialas and colegialos.
Although they have their own version.
Oh, well, yeah, of course, yeah.
Oh.
But they can't deny that. I never took it against them. No, but pagdating namin, wala na eh. Ubus na yung kwarta. naibenta na ng lola mo yung mga inheritance niya na iba to support their lifestyle there. But I don't mind that because if I were them also, I would have done the same. Because what I'm saying is, any parent would do, even to beg or borrow, to be able to let their child achieve their dreams in the most comfortable way. As we had to struggle.
But you as siblings, parang you all have strong personalities.
No, I wouldn't want to use the word strong. Well, maybe yeah, it's applicable with me because a lot of people find me.
No, you have a strong personalities and you're loud. But the others also, parang they may not be loud, but you can see like, parang don't cross me. May ganun eh.
Hindi naman siguro. I don't know. But your dad was. I know that for a fact.
Ay, stricto talaga yun.
I know. Don't cross my line. Didn't care.
Ikaw bang ano yun? Ano nga yun?
I was the slave of the older one. Yeah.
In terms of cleaning the room.
Everything. Practically everything.
O sige na, you go na to the...
No. I was going to get the tissue because I'm sweating.
Okay.
You're unearthing so many. You're unearthing so much parts of the grave.
And it's fun. I got it on record.